Our last but not least guest today is Glen Mattingly, who is another Chamber of Commerce Award recipient, the Sidewalk Hall of Fame. Congratulations, Glen.
Thank you. You know, they put my name on this award, but I have to give credit to the guys that work with me and the county road department, because it takes a whole bunch to put on a festival, as you know, or any event. And without them, it wouldn't be possible. So to say that I deserve it by myself would be wrong, but I am very appreciative of it and very honored to get it. So.
Well, it is a nice honor with the with that award. You have your name engraved on a brick.
Yes. That
is up on the corner of the
northeast corner of Main and Cross Main.
Right. Yes. And that, of course, is where our stage is, in that area, and where we have our food vendors and picnic tables, and where a big part of our sorghum festival activities go on.
A lot of the activities there in Main Street with the parade and sometimes the car show and children's contest. Yes, and sorghum festival's getting a little more rejuvenated, I think. Is that a good word?
That's right.
And I think it'll come back to a better event than it has been sometimes in the past, but I think it'll be wonderful again.
Well, we're back to the name Sorghum Festival, and we've got sorghum producers again.
Exactly.
And that's great. And David Purdom, who we just had on the show, is the chamber president, was last year and is again this year. And then Channing Nally is heading up the Sorghum Festival Committee. And, you know, it's really a good thing that the chamber has always done our festival.
And we're getting another generation of individuals involved in it.
Young people that are taking over. That's always good.
Yes.
Relieving us older ones of
it's
some of those.
It's their turn, isn't it?
That's right. It's their turn. But Glen, now, you have been the City Works Director for how long?
15 years this week.
Mm-hmm. And you were with the city prior to that time, or not?
I just worked as a carpenter and handyman around town for different people.
Okay. Always doing, lots of things.
Yeah.
Building decks and
you never know.
Cabinets, and you're just a jack of all trades, I think.
You have to be versatile. Yeah. Versatile. There's a good
word. Really, you can do a lot.
I try.
And one of the things that you do, you always make those beautiful wooden bowls that you have donated to several auctions through the years, to the dance to raise money at Christmas time for the mentally challenged, and then the Business and Professional Women's Club wine tasting.
And I just made one that will be sold at St. A sometime in March. I can't remember the date. But I enjoy making things for things like that. I don't know why.
Well, you do those beautiful bows, and they have several different types of wood in them that really they're just so beautiful.
Thank you.
And then you've done chess, I know. I can remember some pretty chess that you've done.
I love to make wooden things. And, and I made a picnic table for St. Dominic here a while back. You know, somewhere in the Bible, I think it says you're supposed to give of your ability, so that's what I try to do.
Well, that is most interesting that you would make that comment, because that's just what Joe Carpenter said today. And you know, you're giving back to your community, and for all your blessings, and that's what we need to do, is try to help others.
It's kind of like a ministry to help, and you know, everybody helps somebody hopefully in some way or another, and that's just my way.
Yeah. Everybody has their own talents, and yours is a
woodworking
worker.
Yeah, and enjoy it tremendously.
Yeah. So, and now your work with the Sorghum Festival, of course, I'm just trying to think, the first year we had the Sorghum Festival might have been in 70, or no, maybe 80.
No, it was in the 70s.
Was it in the 70s?
Mid-70s, I believe.
Mid-70s. Because I can remember doing work on those very first ones that we had. But then, so you helped set up. I mean, as the City Works Director, what is your responsibility with the chamber?
We set the stage up, and we put the barricades out wherever need be, and trash cans and bags, and get everybody, whatever they need if we can, and clean up. And cleanup isn't. A lot of people think cleanup's just at night. Well, you got to be cleaning during the day while it's going on, because you don't want everybody coming down and trash cans are running over and garbage laying everywhere. So we try to keep all that taken care of during the day. And Sorghum Festival starts on Friday, but preparation starts weeks ahead. So,
right.
And then when the festival's over, we're still not done for a day or two.
Right. Because
it takes a lot of, like I say, if it wasn't for the city crew and the county crew working together, it would be impossible to get this done and to achieve what everybody's after. And cooperation between the city and the county and the chamber is crucial, as you know.
Well, because not only do we have the main stage area to take care of, but like you say, all across Main Street, cross Main Street, and then you
Depot Street,
the Depot Street,
Judicial Center parking lot with the barbecue festival.
Because we have the barbecue festival going on at the very same time.
And that's a big draw.
That is
huge.
And
it's a lot of interesting people, and they come from way off, states away.
Right.
And some from Canada even, I believe. So and
for the Jim Beam barbecue
and that is a great exposure for Springfield and Washington County. So.
Exactly. Yeah. So you've got trash down there too. You've got to take care of.
We're talking 300 to 500 bags of trash in 3 days.
Wow.
Exactly.
And you take all that to the.
Usually we have a dumpster that we put it in. And it's it's a nasty job sometimes, but somebody's got to do it.
Yeah.
So we try to do our best.
Well, you keep things. You really do keep things nice and clean, and make sure that the trash cans aren't overflowing, and you are always. There's always something somebody's needing.
Oh yes.
The vendors and. So you always see
breaker tripping or something somewhere.
Yeah, because you got to worry about all that electricity that's hooked up
and water hoses and everything. So it's a busy time.
Making sure that making sure that everything's safe.
Exactly.
People aren't tripping over things.
And we do really work hard trying to make things safe, because with cords and stuff, you have to have take safety precautions with them. And our main objective is keep people safe and hope they have a good time.
Right, right. Well, I know everybody has a good time. Now, I can't say that the city and the county workers are, because when everybody goes home at the end of the evening, you all are still out there.
For hours.
For hours.
For hours.
I mean, I don't know if you all even get any sleep that weekend.
Not a lot. Friday night and Saturday night, not a lot. Yeah. But, it has to be done, so you have to do it. And Saturday night, we really try to get Cross Main open back up, unless there's something going on Sunday. But because we don't want to keep people inconvenienced any longer than we have to for traffic flow.
Right, right. And you've got church services on Sunday morning, and you want everybody to be able to get through town. And
right.
So I know, because you block off the streets, and you've got to make sure that they're stay blocked as needed.
Yes.
And
that's
when
from
not.
Thursday to Sunday night most of the time for Sorghum Festival. So that's a pretty long spell for people to be inconvenienced, and the sooner we can get it open back up for them, the better. And we just we work long. We work. You know, sometimes it may look like we're doing nothing, and we may not be doing anything at that moment. But we do plenty while it's going on, and after, before and after as well. So.
Well, yeah, right. Because then on Sunday, when the whole thing's over, you all are still cleaning up, getting things back.
It starts every day when the festivities end. Our hard work begins, and when it's over, you know, we just have to jump in there and work together and get it all picked up and put away, and
gotta get the stage taken down.
Exactly. Yes.
The tents or whatever, or I know.
We're waiting for tent vendors to come and get their stuff, but it's all right. It all works out.
Well, people just don't realize how involved and detailed, unless you've ever been involved in one of these festivals. And of course, we do with the BPW, we do the wine tasting.
Yes.
And that's another situation where you all come.
Very nice event, very well attended usually.
Yeah.
Draws a lot of people to town. Once again, you're getting exposure to Springfield and Washington County, and hopefully BPW makes some money because they put the money towards scholarships, I believe, and that's a good thing, because we've got to educate our younger people so that they can continue and prosper. So that's a good thing. Yeah.
And Glenn, you help with that too, because not only do you help as with the city works department, but you auctioneer and you help Hale Realty and auction with all the auctioneering.
Yes. Yes, I enjoy it.
So that's a volunteer job that you do as well.
Yeah.
And so I know you do that with our wine tasting, and we're most appreciative, I can assure you.
I enjoy it.
And so you donate your beautiful bowl, and then you do auctioneering for that. And I know that you've help Hale Realty with other auctions, that you've volunteered to do over at Bethlehem, their annual fundraiser in Bardstown, at Bethlehem High School, and I don't even know what else.
Steve and I usually go to do one in Louisville for the Little Sisters of the Poor. They run a homeless shelter, and we go try to help them raise some money. Once a year, I can't remember exactly when it is, but it's a fun night, and you get to eat good, and you get to enjoy yourselves.
Yeah, but then you're up helping with that auction, so moving about and getting those bids.
Yeah.
And so those are a lot of good things that you do in the community, and so it was appropriate that you received the Sidewalk Hall of Fame, and I know your wife Paula is probably very proud of you.
Yes, yeah. And we haven't got the brick laid yet, though.
I guess you'll have to do it.
Have to lay our own bricks, so that's all right. But it'll be nice when it's done. And hopefully it'll be there for many years to come.
Yep. And then your two sons, that Joe Lee's here in Washington County as
yes. He's married and has two children. He's youth minister at Cornerstone Christian Church. John Pat lives in Lexington and works at Woodford Reserve.
Right. Yeah. And so I know you're very proud of them, and they're very proud of you.
I hope so.
And then as I have to mention too, I'm going to have to compliment you on, I love the lights on the trees, the way they've back up the top. Now I know you fell off of one
bucket truck,
and broke your
tore your
rotator cuff when you're up in that bucket trying to do the lights on the trees.
That was a bad deal. That was a bad deal.
Yeah.
But anyway, it'll be time to trim them again before you know.
I know.
About 6-8 more weeks, it'll be time to trim the trees again and get ready for the summer.
Yeah.
And then
so, but the trees look very nice, and our downtown looks very nice, and so you and your staff, I guess that'd be
Eddie Goatley and
Robert
Touche Thompson. Nobody knows him by Robert.
Right.
And then in the summer we bring on a couple seasonal helpers. Usually Pogo Man and Glen Goatley have been helping us for a couple years, so that works out good.
Well, because you have all that mowing to do
Yes.
Once the grass starts growing
and it'll
again.
be here before we know it.
And we've got of course, the city is responsible for the Springfield Cemetery.
Right.
So you always, you mow up there constantly.
Mow and weed eat.
Weed eat.
And try to, keep everything neat and clean up there. And then we got a lot of mowing to do around town, the walk track and some other areas. So it's pretty busy time of year when the grass is growing.
Oh, yeah. And then it'll be time to start patching sidewalks and blacktop, because you're responsible for all of that.
Cleaning out, keeping storm drains open.
Right. Oh gosh, it'll be time to start cleaning those out.
We're hopefully going to work on one tomorrow, weather permitting.
And then, of course, just keeping your city buildings.
Oh, yeah. There's always something to do.
There's always something to do.
Yes. We've been working at the police department this morning on a window, so.
Oh, have you?
Trying to stop a water leak, so hopefully we've got it.
Uh-huh.
Yes, there's always plenty to do, and never enough help or enough time, so we just do what we can do and try
And the insides of the buildings, too. In the wintertime, you paint and
fix things that have been waiting to be fixed, because, you can't always run inside and fix something when it's pretty outside and more to do outside than you can get done. So it's a busy thing trying to keep everything going, but we work hard and we try to do it. So
right.
And
and hopefully you haven't had to put down too much salt.
That's what I was going to say. We've had one real big snow this year, and that made for a couple long days, and then we've had a couple little snows, and we've dealt with them, and hopefully we've kept everyone safe, and that's our objective on that also. So, people will say, well, we can't be on every street at the same time, so we just get them as we can get them, and we try to keep everybody safe and keep everybody mobile.
Right. Well, things are looking good, and hopefully we're through with the bad weather, and we'll just go into a pretty spring, Glen.
Yes, spring is a good time. Flowers are starting to pop up and trees are starting to bud out, so it's on the way.
Yeah. Well, thanks for
you.
all the work that you do with the city and all your volunteer work, and congratulations on your award.
Thank you.
Well deserved, and we're just happy that you're able to do those things, and that your shoulders are repaired, I hope.
Hopefully stay together.
Yeah.